come on in.
Due to personal reasons.
All right, y'all. So I am live. We are about 5 minutes early, and I am going to see if I see us. Let's go to here. Well, I don't see us yet. So let's go to my other profile and see if I see you on there. Where this came from. Here. Hope everyone is well. And there we are. And I'm just going to set this one back here. There we are. Let me turn it down. And that's just so I can see who's in the live and who's commenting and so on and so forth. Um, so I'll give you all some time to get in here. And thank you for those of you that can tune in. Make sure you share the live. Let's see if we can fix this banner. Yeah, come on in, come on in. Let's see. So I hope everyone is well. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. If you are incognito, um, welcome to the chat and to the Crafty Corner. I appreciate you popping on. We got one message here. I have a guest. And there she is. We're going to add Miss Lady Diva to the stage. There she is. Making sure you're on the other one too, because it's lagging. There you are. You can't hear me?
No. Sure.
That's because mine's turned down.
Oh.
I'm gonna turn this up a little bit so I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's been a busy
It's
day.
hot out here.
It's hot over here too in Texas.
I know it is. I know probably 3 times hotter than it is down here in Georgia.
Yeah.
I need some rain. It's done thundered a couple of times, but I'm not getting the rain. Um, so I put this out several times. And Facebook, you know how Facebook is with getting people to tune into your lives and stuff. So I'm just trying to pull out some of that audience into the group so that we can kind of thrive on both platforms.
Oh, okay.
So, and I wanted to introduce you to the group so they would know who the moderator is. And then show off some crafts and things like that. Because we do baskets, yay! But we do a lot of other stuff too,
Yeah.
and I like to see the other stuff.
Right.
So that is why we are here tonight. I see we got one person watching, but I don't see where they are actually in the live. But that's okay because I usually just go ahead and start and do the live anyway. And then if anyone pops in, and if you'll share this to my group, have you pulled up the live?
No.
I'm gonna get my daughter to share it out to the group because this is going to my business page, which I have pulled up. Let's see if I can share it from here. I should be able to. Group. Okay, so I shared it out to my group. My iPad's acting crazy. So this is recorded, so it will be there'll be a replay for it. So those of you that have joined my group, those of you that are incognito, that I can see you on my iPad, but I can't see you in the yard stream. So I know some of you are out there watching. My group is called Crafting with Katryna. We've been on Facebook, this particular group, about 3 years, I believe. We've been on there about 3 years. And it's a crafting group where I like for everyone to share your crafts, share your platforms. The only thing we don't do is put our stuff up with price tags on it to sell through the group. But you can put your items on there as well as your platforms, because I do want to know, and I like to support, and I like to go to the other platforms to support. If y'all see me looking around, the wind is blowing outside and it's knocking stuff up on top of my shed. So I'm looking up there going, okay, what's going on out there? So I don't gatekeep in that particular arena. You will find on Facebook that it is almost impossible to share your live somewhere. So I try to use Yardstream so that I have a copy of the live. Otherwise, all you get is the replay on Facebook that makes it, you can't download it, you're live, and edit and do all of that stuff. So they make it pretty hard. They try to gatekeep the videos and content that you put on Facebook. Um, so I try to do it on a couple of platforms so that I have the video to go back and look at. All right. So for our particular group, we are growing. Our numbers are not huge, but we are at about, last time I looked, about 235 members. And there is a subscription club. My subscription club is a little bit different than the actual group page. And with the subscriptions, they do get a lot more because I do the contests, the giveaways, all of that. In the group, I do giveaways around once every 1 or 2 months. Just depends on what's going on. And I usually cut that off when we get closer to the Christmas season because it's just too hard to try to get stuff out to winners and things like that. And the types of group or contests I have, of course, are most engagement, because y'all know Facebook tracks all of that. So if you have a Facebook group, Facebook will tell you who comments the most, who's most engaged on your page, and so on and so forth. So it's not something that I have to go in and count posts and stuff like that. All I got to do is pull up the analytics, and it will tell me who comments the most, who's the most engaged. And then from there, I can do free giveaways, and that's how I do that. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Katryna. I'm a crafter. You will see me with my bonnet, so don't come for me because I'm gonna put this bonnet on. Okay, it's too hot. But I love to craft, and I love people, so I love to see what you do, what you make, and just being creative, because why not? I mean, that's all I can say is why not. So amongst many things that I do craft, and I craft some of I probably do everything but sublimation, embroidery, and sewing. I don't do none of those. But I do resin work. I do woodwork, floral, baskets, porch signs, home decor, and things like that. So I will show you a little bit of what I do, and then I'm going to turn this over to Miss Lady Diva Washington, who is our moderator. And I just love her to death. Y'all have to see her art. It is just beautiful. But I'm going to let her tell you about that. All right. So I'm just going to show you a few things that I make that are outside of gift baskets. So this is just one of them. This is a recipe. I call them recipe carriages, and you can put whatever you want inside of here. If the client tells me they actually want recipe cards in here, that's what I'll put in here. If they don't, then I will let them put whatever they want to put in here. All right, and that's what that looks like. And it's just I put some snowflakes on the side of it. It's just a cute little box with little wood feet, and it is a hard box. I use chipboards to make these. Those of you who know me know I make candles. All right, this one is actually a gift that I'm going to be giving to somebody. And I have it wrapped up in this plastic just to keep the scent in there, hold it in. And I don't want it to lose any of its scent because it smells so good until it's time for me to give it away, because that is a gift for someone. So that's the candles. This is some resin work that I did. This is just a tissue box. All right, and it's got the lid. You put the tissue in there, you put your lid on, and the tissue comes out right there. All right, so what I have in here is some prayer cards that will also be going in a gift set. And then I just embellished it with some rub-ons that say live today fully. I need some light. And you'll create a lifetime of meaningful memories. All right, so this is a tissue box, and I actually have the whole set in resin. So if I wanted to make the rest of the set that goes with this and give it to someone as a set or sell it, I could. But we just doing, we done. We're gonna do the tissue box, and we done. All right, then of course cards. I do make cards, and I package those so that um, if somebody wants to buy cards, they can. This is a 4-pack. And these are just grab and go items that I put on my tables so that people can grab them and go. So this one has the mini cards in it, meaning the small cards, as well as some big cards in it. This one has some big cards and some prayer cards. All right, and they're just grab and go items. So besides wood, I use a lot of paper. So I do buy the paper packs when I find them. And this right here is, which I'm just going to show you real quick, is one of my favorites. All right, and this is the lilac pack. Let me click this one. All right, so you see it comes with tags and, you know, things like that that you can actually use if you want to make your own tags. I can take these and cut out chipboard and attach these to the chipboard. Decoupage art, you can do it that way. This paper's a little thick for decoupage, but we could make it work. If you got some glue, we can make it work. All we need is glue. All right, so those are just some of the other things that I do. And a lot of you know that because when on Facebook, we used to do a lot of lives on Facebook, and a lot of it was resin art. So you're seeing a lot of it. If you scroll back through some of those old videos that are still on Facebook in our group, you will see a lot of those videos. So I would like for Miss Lady Diva to introduce herself, tell you all a little bit about herself, and show you some of her artwork. And I basically wanted you to know who your moderator and admins were, and for you to know that you can reach out to us if you feel like there's an issue, or if you just have questions. There's a tutorial you'd like to see. I'm pretty sure that Lady Diva Washington is very capable of doing some tutorials as well. If she has the time and would grace us, then definitely reach out and let us know what you would like to see or like to learn. So without further ado, it's Miss Lady Diva Washington, y'all. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, everyone. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. So, as Miss Katryna stated, my name is Latanya, Lady Diva Washington. I am a wife, a mother of 3 young adults, ages 19, 20, and my daughter is going to be 22 next month. So, I am a home organizational gift basket designer. And I specialize in mixed media art, and mixed media, for those of you who are unaware, that it's pretty much using unconventional items to make art. So my specialty is utilizing crepe streamer paper. We usually use these for like party streamers for decorations. Also seen some crafts that where they use like a little chains or make like flowers out of these. But I actually utilize this by drawing on a canvas. It could be any type of image, whether it's animated or I create my own images, specifically Black art. But I want to show you guys first. I don't know if you can see that this is one of my Care Bears. So all of this is basically crepe paper. All I do is just embellish the art piece that I draw, and I just pretty much design it. So this is one, and this is the other one.
Ready?
Now you can see that. So that's with the animation characters. I have for my black art, I have they already like wrapped and ready to go. But I don't know if you guys can see this. Can you see it, Miss Katryna?
I can. I'm looking at. I've got two devices here, so I'm looking on my iPad, and yeah, I can see it.
Oh, okay, okay. Cause so this is I call this art piece that is the original piece. It's pretty much a sketch, and all I did was just embellish her hair as well as her clothing and her hair piece. All this is all crepe paper. That's all it is. That, and I just hot glue it together, and then I paint over it. So that's that. Oh, and then also add like the craft wire for her to embellish her earrings. So this is Angel. This is Queen. Can you see it? I feel like I'm not in the camera.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Very pretty.
So this is Queen. So with her, all her hair, her clothing is all crepe paper. And these are real earrings, like with the hook. So these are real earrings as well. And the necklace I actually created myself using craft wire. And I put like a little jewel on and towards the end. So this is Queen. And I'm still working on the second half of this next one, which is personally a personal favorite of mine. But this one, hold on, I gotta fix up. And this one is Maxine, which is my bride. And so with her, I styled her hair. So this is all crepe paper, as well as her veil and a part of her dress. The jewel part is pretty much like the chandelier rope. So I just
Uh-huh.
embellished it around her veil and around her dress. And I went to Dollar Tree and I found the jewelry replacement charms, and I just put it like on the hook that goes on with the earring. So I put that in as well. And then I put it on her ear. And they all have real lashes, like us women wear lashes. So they all have lashes. So those are my mixed media arts that I have thus far. I also have some paintings too. Like I pretty much paint like zodiac signs. I'm still learning on how to go by with the whole resin and everything. I'm still learning on that. So Miss Katryna, feel free to teach me on how to do that.
We can
But yeah,
get it going.
ma'am.
I said we can get it going.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm still learning on how to do that. But yeah, and then I don't know if you guys see, I don't have it on hand with me right now. And but like those Christmas wreaths, like the King and Queen Christmas wreaths, with the ornaments, so the crown and everything, I do create those as well, and those are actually located on my social media pages, which is Lady Diva Washington on all social media platforms, which is Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, as well as YouTube. And so, yeah, I love to create. It's very soothing. It's very soothing for me to put my creative juices and just see where God leads my hands and just go from there.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jess is in the audience. Hey, Jess, welcome, welcome. We're glad you could pop in. We are not going to be long. We just wanted to introduce ourselves to the ladies in the group. Um, your hand is very. My daughter's got her hand on my back, and her hand is hot. Like, wait a minute
Oh
now.
wow.
Um, but yeah, so um, you all can reach out to either one of us anytime. Just shoot me a DM if you want to leave me a message. Any issues in the group, please let me know. I don't like stuff to fester, and I'm not a messy person. I don't want no mess in the group. um, and I'm pretty open to things that people put in there. Jess is laughing at us. I don't know why my comment keeps fading away. Huh? It doesn't do it when I'm on Shots Live.
On YouTube?
No, I'm on Facebook.
Oh. Like, so YouTube is different.
Well, yeah, it don't do that on YouTube either, but it doesn't do that on Facebook. I don't know why it's doing that. So that is one aspect of it, y'all, with the group. And of course, my group is tied to my business. So every now and then you'll see a business ad or something scroll through there. Because anytime I paste something on my page, it kicks it over to the group too. So I didn't want y'all to think I'm breaking my own rules. That's just, I set this thing up 3 years ago, and it's going to take me forever to unset up what I set up 3 years ago because I am not that savvy tech wise. So make sure you all tune in to Lady Diva Washington on all the platforms. And then you'll find mine is the same as well. YouTube is the Crafty Corner, Crafting with Katryna. Facebook is Crafting with Katryna. Instagram's Crafting with Katryna. I try to keep it easy and simple. With the holidays coming up, y'all, we about to get really, really busy. I had said earlier today that I was going to start banging out baskets, and I am. And I was going to wait. I wanted to spread out everything and let everybody see what a mini haul a little bit at a time looks like when you're ready to start making your baskets. Because my mini haul is overtaking my shed right now. But I've been shopping since Easter to get ready for the holidays. And I do very small hauls a little bit at a time because I don't have the time to just go in the store and scan, 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 scan.
Right.
So I try to get what I can get as long as I can fit it in my baskets and it all makes sense and it looks cohesive. I'm good with that. I will be showing y'all what a Mod Podge basket is. I'll be doing that on YouTube. And that's just what I termed it as far as a basket that's not necessarily themed, but it is cohesive. And a lot of parents tend to gravitate towards those because they're not themed baskets. So they're not as expensive as my themed baskets. That Paw Patrol basket I did today, he's going to have a price tag on him. He's everything in it is Paw Patrol. I think except one item. So I don't do a whole lot of those themed baskets because they're pricey and you got to know your audience. See if I can see it.
I think that's a second person.
Hmm.
Then you go on seconds where you stop disappearing comments.
All right. So just as she was laughing at the hot hand comment, your daughter's the same way. Yeah, her hand was hot and she's burning my back over here. So coming up, make sure, like I said, when you make your items, post them so we can see them. I bought something because of you, Jess. I can't remember what it was now, but I'm gonna remember what it was because I done put the haul away, and that's why I don't remember. But it was something you showed in your haul video that I thought was a good idea. I have to go look at that haul again, and because right at this point I can't even remember what I bought right now. But it was something you said in your video. So I'm Katryna again, and this is Lady Diva Washington. She is the moderator in our group. Group started about, like I said, 3 years ago. Our first contest is going to be a 500 membership giveaway. So when we hit 500, we will do a giveaway. That gives us hopefully not a lot of time. I hope people go ahead and subscribe, but if they don't, I think it will give us a little, at least give me a little bit of time to bust these baskets out and other things that I've got to get done. I have a couple of orders that I have to get out. One of them I do have a little bit of time on, but it is a big order. So I want to get started on that as well so I can get it out of the way. And the other thing is the rules that are in the group, they're posted there. Make sure you read those rules and everything. Um, and like I said, as far as links go, as long as it is a link to one of your other platforms, I'm okay with that. Um, I want you to share your platform so that we can support you in every way. And make sure you're posting on all your platforms. All right. And then clean up your platforms, y'all. If you're not posting, like when Christmas is over with or fall is over with, all these fall pictures that you see that I post as my headers on my page and everything, I take those away and put in whatever's new or whatever's going on that season. I just throw some flowers up there until I figure out what's going on. It might be St. Patrick's Day or something like that, just to keep the page fresh and the group fresh, and keep us in that train of thought. All right. And so the other thing that I wanted to tell you all as basket makers, gift makers, make sure you pull the calendars out. Okay. Y'all know um, uh, Facebook Marketplace is your friend. All right. And that's where you can get your local sales and things like that. Facebook Market is where I advertise that I do deliver. Okay. So you definitely want to pull that calendar out and look at everything that they consider a holiday in this country. All right. Because Grandparents' Day, I sold baskets. Okay, and I don't think anybody really even talked about Grandparents' Day, but I advertised it and I did make some sales because there are some people who appreciate their grandparents because that's who raised them. So you want to look at things like that. The Solstice holiday, it is on the calendar, but it's not really celebrated because I think it's the longest day or the hottest day of the year, something like that. Um, I don't know. That's necessarily true because I'm sweating right now. I don't know if that day has got here yet. But there are lots of, and you would laugh, but if you know Mitzi from Love Healed and Restored, I love her. Her personality is fantastic. Um, her husband owns a hot dog company, and that's what they do. So when I saw National Hot Dog Day, I was like, look at that.
Oh, wow.
you know. So it was an opportunity, I'm sure, for her to get her baskets out there because her husband had his hot dog stuff out there. And, so you never know who's going to be celebrating what holidays. You might make a sale just because somebody says, oh, wow, thank you for thinking about something I celebrate, and they buy your basket. So go through the calendar and make sure you're checking those holidays as well, because it doesn't have to just be Christmas, Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day. Did I miss it? Doesn't have to just be those holidays. There are other holidays. There are other festivals, other types of festivals that you can get in. You may have to tailor your baskets and gifts towards the theme of that festival. But hey, a sale is a sale. So if somebody wants a toothbrush basket, I'm going to make them one. I got 20 toothbrushes in here for you. You want some dental floss in that too? I'm going to make them one. Okay.
Right.
So that is all we wanted to get on here and say. Um, just as there was too much to remember with all the designs, I can never remember. That's how long. You want us to post crafts we make? Yes. Yes, I do. I want you to post the crafts that you make. Um, and it says see more, Jen. So you're still talking. Or baskets, both. I'd love to see your baskets and your crafts because my group is Crafting with Katryna. It's all about what we make as crafters and things like that. Because I know we make more than baskets. And I actually was making all of my other crafts. We started out making hair bows. That is what we started out making.
Really? Okay.
And I made faux leather hair bows is what we started doing.
Wow.
And we went from faux leather hair bows to jewelry. Um, I'm not real big on the jewelry. And that's because my jewelry making it can get kind of costly. I use semi-precious stones in my jewelry. So,
Mm.
and semi-precious stones are expensive. Those are your rubies. I have onyx, I have jasper, I have quartz. I have all of those types of stones that I put in my jewelry. Um, and so when I do sell those items, I do sell I give them the papers that tell them what kind of stones they have. Um, and I have rubies right now that somebody was asking me about that I have not had polished yet or set in anything because y'all know rubies are costly. They cost a lot of money, and I want to set them the right way. I don't want to just put them in anything and sell them. So they're still in their little packaging and stuff because I haven't. And the stones, of course, I get them at wholesale. They didn't cost me a whole lot because I bought them directly from a miner in North Carolina, and that's why they're not polished or anything. So it's going to cost me a little bit more to get them ready, but they will have a pretty big price tag on them. So I don't make jewelry a whole lot, mainly by custom order because I do use semi-precious stones in my jewelry. I don't, I'm not just your acrylic plastic bead girl, I wood girl. I get them stones and make some pretty pricey jewelry.
Right.
So from there, we went to Risen, and from Risen, we are kind of incorporating everything. Now, y'all seen my new venture. Look at that right there, which I'll show you real quick. Just look at this is brand new for me. So this is a wreath
Oh
that
wow,
I did, and I did this last night.
that is
Um,
gorgeous.
Thank you. This is the first one I've done. I did the fall one, but that one I didn't put a bow in it. All I did was stick some pumpkins on it.
Mhm.
Okay, but this one I actually sat down with a tutorial
Oh
and did
wow.
that one. Um, and I really enjoyed doing that one. And if people peak an interest in it, then I will continue to make those.
Mhm.
But they can be a little time consuming, and it's okay because I love to craft. But I'll make those for my house all day long. You all walk through my house, I have a wreath everywhere because I love. I think I like that one. I'm gonna put that one on the crafty corner door when I get to decorating for Christmas. Um, but the signs. Those are probably the newest things that I've started doing are the porch signs. The porch sign that I did, I actually had the sign for a while. I don't even remember how long I've had the sign. But then I saw them back in the store the other day and I was like, oh, they're bringing those back. Then I thought, oh, you know what? I have some of those. So I said, let me pull those out and do something with them. I got another one, two more hanging over here just looking at me that I haven't done anything with yet, but I will. So
And-
I'm doing the porch signs and the wreaths. I'll take them to the festival with me.
oh, okay. When is your festival?
The festival is not until November, unless I'm lucky enough to find one before then.
Okay.
Um, in October would be great. This September is not going to be good simply because I've committed. I've committed to go to that conference in Warner Robins, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going to have to go to that because that's already paid for and everything. Um, and that gives me what this not this weekend but next weekend and the weekend after, and
Mhm.
that's just not enough time for me, so I need it to be in October. And then no, I want to fill November up with some of these festivals, but y'all know craft fairs are costly. They can be pretty expensive unless you're just lucky enough in your area to find one that's not that expensive. These craft fairs down here are can get very high. This one that I'm doing in November cost me $200 to get in. So
Two
I'm hoping
hundred dollars.
$200 to get in this craft fair. Um, it is going to be in one of the popular malls, so the traffic and stuff I'm not worrying about. And I hopefully will get uh, that back within, and it's for 2 days, so I guess you say $100 a day because it's Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. So
Um,
is this your first first time selling your art pieces at festivals?
no, I started doing street sales back for Valentine's, and my crafts, all my other crafts and stuff, were on my website. So I had a lot of. I think my most popular item that I've sold on my website were my mason jar gnomes.
Mm.
Because I put those on the website and they didn't stay up on the website long at all. They sold so fast. Um, but those are probably the most popular uh, craft outside of baskets that I've had that sold pretty good.
But I'm saying
I,
like the event. Is this your first time going to the festival? You know, being partaking in a festival event.
no, I've done well. It's my first craft fair. I have
Okay.
done some pop-ups,
Okay. Okay.
and the pop-ups weren't there. I don't know if I'll ever do another pop-up.
Got you. Got you.
um, you know how you go to the party and you feel overdressed.
Mm.
Uh-huh. Well,
Yeah.
I did a pop-up at Valentine's, and that video is on my YouTube page. And if you look at my setup was the bomb. When I tell you it was the bomb, but it was a little overdressed for the occasion, I think, because nobody else really put an effort into setting up their stuff. So I
Mm.
was like, okay, I'm really overdressed for this. So I don't know if that was a plus or or negative, because I think with the setup, people might have thought, oh, yeah, no, I ain't going over there. I can't afford nothing over there. When that was not the case. But on the same note, it might have been why I did make some of the sales I made. So I don't know. It's a hit or miss when you're doing pop ups. And it's like I said in my live the other day, with pop ups, you're pretty much at the mercy of where the pop up is located at. So you have to vet your area, you have to vet your host. You have to put a lot of footwork into doing or going to deciding to do a pop up before you do it, and then you're still, that puts you maybe at around 70% of surety that you might make your money back. But then you get up there and you might find out that, okay, yeah, there's a lot of traffic here, but this is neighborhood traffic of people who live here, and a lot of them walk. Most of them don't drive. So they're not walking to your event, they're just walking. That kind of thing is what I run into. So um, you just have to really, really vet those things and be careful. I'm more particular for the craft fairs. I think that those will do a lot better than just doing pop-ups. Do you plan on doing any events?
I didn't know I was on mute. Okay. So my cousin and I, we create our own pop-ups, which pretty much street sell. Like we just have a stable environment that we go to, which at our local store. So we just set
Mhm.
up shop like in their parking lot. So so
Okay.
that's one of the locations that we're in. And then another location is our pastor. He owns his own barbershop, so he always welcome us anytime that we want to do it. But for our event, will be for Black Friday as well as
Mhm.
Small Business Saturday. And I don't know if people is aware that Small Business Saturday is that Saturday after Black Friday. So that's what
Yeah.
we'll be at our one of our primary locations for those 2 days.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do street sales. And I do plan to be out that weekend as well. But we're trying to set up. We have a new location That's a little bit bigger than it's more centralized in town than my first location that is out here by my house. And we're trying to set up a holiday market and do 2 weekends, including the Black Friday weekend, and just trying to get that holiday market set up. So I
Yeah.
have a wedding party tent that we want to use for that.
Hmm.
So hopefully we'll get that together and get it done.
Yeah, you will. You
But
will.
listen, I'm not going to keep us. I said that this was not going to be long. It's just mainly a meet and greet and to show off your crafts and um, for everybody just to put a face to the names.
Mm,
Because I, like I said, I've had, and you might see a name pop up. I know, and I'll just say this: Miss Carolyn Aldridge. She has been a member of the Crafty Corner probably since I opened it, and
oh,
we have never met in person, but I know her name. I have talked to her in DMs, and she was is a very active member, and her mother just passed. So my condolences definitely go out to her family, and um, I just discovered her on YouTube, so I'm going to pop into her YouTube channel every now and then just to let her know that yes, I got your YouTube stuff, girl. I'm on here too.
right.
Um, because support means everything. I think it's a good motivator to know people support you, and then when you can put a face behind that person that's supporting you, it adds a little more meaning to it. Um, and then just to know everybody, for y'all to know that we don't bite.
Right.
Y'all are good company with good people, and we want to see your makes, baskets, crafts. If you have a tutorial that you would like to do, hit one of us up and let us know what your tutorial is about, what it is you want to do, and we will set it up for you. Um, so I will set up events, and Lady Diva will set events up in the group. Um, if you set up an event, don't get mad at me if I delete it. All right, because if you have not gone through us to set the groups up or set the event up, that's that I don't want you to do. I just want you to let us handle posting those events because I don't want 6 events on tying shoestrings. We just not gonna do that. That way we know who's doing what event or what DIY or whatever the case may be. Um, and I'm looking at the other screen here like it's the one that's live, y'all. I'm sorry. Um, but that's not to pick at anybody. That is so that we keep the space interesting and we don't have 6 people doing a DIY on the same thing. Because then that will get old and boring very quickly. Um, so my advice is if there are several of you that are interested in doing a DIY on one subject, that you all get together and do one DIY with all 4 of you doing it and present something like that. That way, we're not getting a whole bunch of duplicated. I was going to say in services, but like I'm at work, but duplicated DIYs um, at the same time. So we'll filter those and we'll post them and we'll put the flyers up on the in the group and all of that for that, so that we don't even have to worry about that issue. So with that being said, do you want to say anything else, Miss Lady Diva?
I just want to know, did anyone have any questions pertaining to what was just discussed, or if there's do they have any type of suggestions? What is it that they like to see within the group to learn about? So we'll know.
So that is the question, y'all. Whatever you would like to see, whatever you want, any questions that you want to know, if you want to learn how to do something, um, post it in the group or send us a DM so that we can get back with you. Just didn't have any questions. My chat keeps shutting off over there, and I have to touch the screen to get it to come back on. But if you do, we're here, and we're happy to answer those questions. If your question is just a crafting question on what kind of tape do you use for da 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 da, ask your questions, because more than likely between the two of us, we don't have an answer. We'll find one for you.
Right.
All right. So with that in mind, and blessings to all of you all, we are going to say good night. I do believe there is a live coming on, starting on YouTube, Miss Alicia Gordon.
Oh,
So we're going to pop in there and see how she's doing, and see what she's got going on tonight as well. All right, so share the platform, y'all, and y'all be blessed. Miss Lady Diva, thank you for your time tonight. I appreciate you.
no problem. Thank you guys so much. Y'all have a
All right, you
blessed
all
one.
be blessed, everyone. Good night.
Good night.